We should see Polythene Pam. She's so good looking that she looks like a man. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. Beatle Dave, calling from Derbyshire in the UK. For this little video, I thought we'd have a look at one of my other Beatles unofficial coloured vinyls. Now, if you watched the one that we did last week, it was a white vinyl edition of Let It Be, which was from Brazil, where the original UK export copy was like £200 odd. I think I ended up paying £20 or £25 for that. Well, it was a few years ago, so it was just like did a little video on that. I had some really nice response to it, so I thought, well, I'll show you one of the other ones then. So this time it's Abbey Road on green vinyl. Now, I must stress again, this is not an official release or a licensed release as far as I know. When I got this about 3 years ago off eBay, they tried to make out it was on Australian release, which it could be, you know, it could come from Australia, but I don't think it's actually authorized by Apple or the Beatles in general. Excuse me one second. Now, saying that, the condition is actually brilliant, and I think I paid £20 for this one as well. So that is the front cover. That's about to check out this. It's actually very nice, shiny cover on this. I'm sorry if you're getting a little bit of a glare from the lights, but it is actually quite dull in Derby in the UK today. And if I switch my lights off, you wouldn't actually see me, I don't think. Let's put that one a bit better. That's been a little bit better, isn't it? So it is a fully laminated sleeve, or nice glossy sleeve. And it does actually say on the back, it says manufactured and distributed by EMI Australia Limited, Sydney and SW, which is just there. You do get the Apple logo. You don't get Her Majesty listed on the track listing. So they've gone to a lot of trouble to make it look like it is a proper official release. The only thing is there's a slight lap over there on the cover. But apart from that, the cover is really nice. The spine, everything is lovely. That's the spine. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, for the white vinyl of the Let It Be album, originally in 1978 they were released on coloured vinyl in the UK, but only for export copies. You know, for export, weren't actually officially ever released in the UK, although they do pop up from time to time. So in the UK they are very rare, and they go for like minimum of £200 upwards. That is for the White album that was released on white vinyl. There was Magical Mystery Tour that was released on yellow vinyl. Abbey Road was released on green vinyl, and Let It Be was released on white vinyl. I'm quite surprised that they didn't release Yellow Submarine on yellow vinyl as well. I mean, they might have done somewhere, but I don't think that was ever officially released in the UK export coloured vinyl copies of the LPs. So, like I say, you know, it is made out to look like it is an official release. I mean, it still could be, but I'm not 100% convinced. But having said that, for what I paid for what an original UK version is, I've paid pennies compared to it. They get it in a nice white sleeve, and it does actually say on it, it does say manufactured by EMI Australia Limited, Sydney, above the Apple label just there. I will show you these labels a bit more detail. So that is it. It looks it's more of like a green marble effect, to be honest, on this. So that is side one. That is side two. Yeah, that you can see these labels okay, because this laptop sometimes picks them up brilliant, otherwise it doesn't see them at all, does it? So there is some marks in the vinyl, like black blodge there, and there. So, you know, that's what I say. I think it was classed as a green marble effect. They're nice to have. And the catalogue number is, let's go on that one, PCSO7088, which would have actually been the Australian release's catalogue number. Very, very similar to the UK number. The only thing is, and you know, you don't get the OD on the British ones. It would have just been PCS7088. But I can't actually tell if there's anything in the dead wax. But it is a very, very nice heavyweight record. And to be fair, they have gone into a lot of trouble because, although we're saying this is an unofficial, I think it is like an official release from Australia, if that makes sense. But I don't think it's licensed by Apple. But having said that, that Apple label there is very, very clear, isn't it? Compared to the Let It Be one that we looked at last week, you know, that is more clearer than the Apple labels that you get nowadays on all the reissues. I think at least you can actually read what it says on it. And on that one, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put that side, and I'll leave it there so that if you wanted to freeze frame it or zoom in, then you can see how good these labels actually are. Obviously, that is side two. Now we'll do the same with side one. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough today. So, like I say, really, really nice heavyweight record. And you probably can't see it there, but it is actually banded on side two. Well, on the UK original black vinyl, you'd get Here Comes the Sun. And then after that, it was basically all like mixed together. So you couldn't actually, if you wanted to just put one of the songs on, if you wanted to put Me, Mr. Mustard on or something like that, you couldn't actually find it. Where on there, it is actually banded, but I don't think you actually really see it on there. Nice glossy finish. Sound quality on it is absolutely amazing. Again, because I haven't got the official UK green vinyl export copy, I can't compare it to that. All I can compare it to is the original 1969 UK version and a 12 reissue that I've got. I've got other ones as well, but I've listened to them and then I've listened to this one, and I would say this is definitely on par with them. You know, if it is unofficial, which we're saying it is, you know, the sound quality on it, I think, is absolutely amazing. If it's a bootleg put like this, it's one of the best sounding bootlegs I've ever heard. All in all, a really, really nice copy. And like we said before in the other video, if you're on a budget, you know, not everybody has got £200 or £250 to spend on an album just because it's on a different coloured vinyl to the stock copy, so I would say. I think, all in all, that is, you know, something nice to have. And for, like I said, I think I've paid £20 or £25 for it. It was a few years ago. I have had a quick look on eBay this morning, and I couldn't find it on green vinyl. I could still find this like version saying it's from Australia, but there was on. I think one was on purple and one was actually on orange vinyl. I couldn't find one on the green vinyl. I did find a original UK export copy on green vinyl, and they wanted, I think it was £255 for that one. And he says, well, because it's got some black marks in it, a bit like that one, it makes it a unique pressing. Does it? I don't know. Not saying it's not worth it, don't get me wrong. But, you know, for someone like me that is a diehard Beatles fan and a record collector, you know, sometimes, as long as you know what you're buying, that's all. I'm not endorsing bootlegs or unofficial releases when I'm saying this, but if you know what you're buying, if you know what you're buying is not an original or it's a reproduction or a fake or counterfeit or not licensed, whatever you want to call it, as long as you know that and the wool hasn't been pulled over your eyes, so you're not paying stupid money for it, does it really matter? Because I virtually guarantee this will sound as good or maybe even better than the UK export copy. And the reason I say that is because I have got a original Hey Jude, and it's on the dark green Apple label from 1973, which was released basically everywhere around the world once, but it was never really officially released in the UK till much later. Now, the sound quality on that is okay-ish, right? But I've got a South African copy, which came out in 1970, the same album, and the sound quality on the South African one sounds better than the UK one, which is a bit daft, isn't it? But when we did eventually get the Hey Jude album in the UK in 1979, it came out on a Parlophone label, not Apple. I think they slightly remixed it or cleaned up the tapes, because then that one does actually sound better, the export version. So there we have it. The Beatles on green vinyl. It's green vinyl, whatever you say. Abbey Road on green vinyl, isn't it? So say if I paid £25 for that, which I don't think I did, I think it was more like 20. I've got that for 10th of what it cost me to get the UK export copy. Now, I'm not saying that the UK export copy isn't worth that, because they are, and I can understand why they are as high price and highly collected by Beatles and record collectors around the world, because they were only ever released in, you know, small quantities, i.e. not in the millions. It might be in the hundreds of thousands, but it won't be in the millions. So for someone like me that loves the Beatles, I don't mind having this, you know, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it, would I? I am a purist in some ways, don't get me wrong. You know, a lot of my Beatles LPs are originals from the 60s and the 70s and things like that. Excuse me, 1 second. I've had some egg on toast and it's repeat on me a little bit, so I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for that. But I knew what I was buying when I bought this. I know it's not what some people might make it out to be. I know this is not an original UK coloured vinyl export copy. Whether it's an original Australian copy, I don't know, and I don't really care, because, like I say, I bought it, I've played it. The sound quality is absolutely amazing on it, and it is nice. You know, sometimes this is the geek talking in me again. Or the record collector, shall we say. It is nice to have something slightly different, and I've said this before, it is nice to have something slightly different. You know, if I had paid £250 and somebody says, well, that is the original UK export copy, and I didn't know any different, would I really be bothered? If I enjoyed playing it, would I be bothered? Probably not. Excuse me. This is what I'm saying, you know, there is always things to be had out there, as long as you know what you're buying. And that's going to be it for today. I might do another one in a minute. I don't know, because I think I've got something else which is a little bit special to show you. So would I recommend you going out and buying this? Right. If you ever see this and it's at the right price, I would say yes, buy it. Now, by that, I'm not endorsing buying unofficial or bootleg or counterfeit records at all. As long as you know what you're buying, yes, by all means, go out and buy it. I'm quite happy with it. I've got no problems at all of having this in my collection, and it does sit with the rest of my Beatles collection. So as far as I'm concerned, it's okay. The sound quality is brilliant on it as well. So yes, if you see this in a record fair or something like that, and you're not paying stupid money, and you know what it is, an Australian unofficial copy, and it's less than £50, then yeah, I would say go for it. You won't be disappointed with the sound quality or the quality in it as a whole. It is very, very nice heavyweight record. And I've said before, I played it on my project, I've played it on that, I've even played it on my old Gerhard, and it played it on me Technics downstairs, and it sounds brilliant. It actually sounds fantastic on all of them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, if you're liking my videos, and you're not subscribed, please subscribe it, when you've watched it. If you've liked it and you're subscribed, just to give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you're thinking, oh yeah, that sounds quite good, check out some of my other videos as well, because from time to time we do videos on artists other than the Beatles. We have done ones on Adam and the Ants, the Kinks, the Sex Pistols, Jay and the Pacemakers, Eric Burdon, the Animals, Billy Preston, Jackie Lomax. Sometimes there's a Beatles connection, sometimes there's not. We've also done a couple on David Bowie as well. So it's not, although it's Beatle Dave, it is also a record collecting channel. So from time to time we do things on other artists, and it's not very often, probably once a month or once every 6 weeks, something like that. So I hope you're enjoying my videos. To everybody that is subscribing, thank you very much. Everybody that's leaving comments, again, thank you very much. If you want to leave a comment, please do, but just make sure that it's relevant to what we're on about, like a record or something like that. Or you might say, oh, well, I've got that, but mine's, I'm fine with that. If you've liked my video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please just do me one favor. You've watched the video, if you liked it, hit the subscription button, hit the notifications button, then you'll get notifications for when I'm doing new videos, which is usually at least one a week. You're getting a couple today, I think. And then just the like button as well, thumbs up button. It is free, it doesn't cost you a penny. So it's Beatle Dave saying thank you to you all for helping me and supporting me in my channel since we've started. Like I said before, I think this is the 9th month. I do appreciate it, everybody that subscribes and everything. I think you're all amazing. I can't emphasize that enough. I think if anybody likes what I'm doing and has bothered to subscribe, then I must be doing something right. Is that the right way? And I hope you entertain. I hope I entertain you. Don't take myself too serious like some channels. Not criticism at all. I think collecting the Beatles or collecting records in general should just be fun. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave. It's actually St. George's Day in England today. So if you are going to celebrate St. George's Day, don't get too drunk out there, all you guys and girls. Let's be sensible. Although saying that, I will probably be having a few beers in a bit. Until the next time, Beatle Dave, wishing you all peace, love, happiness, love to you all, and thank you very much for watching my video.